Hello and welcome to MSFS 2024. Yes, it's finally here and I'm eager to check out some of the new features and aircraft that it has to offer. Tossing up between the H125 Super Puma and having a jam in the H125 with the agricultural sprayer configuration. I think I'm going to go with the H125 and have a bit of a play around. This video is just a very casual video, checking out the sim, jumping in, having a play around, doing a little bit of settings changes. We want the agricultural sprayer, so sometimes it takes a bit. You gotta switch back and forth to make sure it's properly selected. Been playing for a bit over the past few days and experiencing the same issues that you guys are experiencing. Just long loading times and not being able to get in because of the queue system, all sorts of stuff, crashes. I want to say it's typical of a new release, but it's the first release that I played like bang on, straight on the release date, so it's hard to tell. But anyway, if you guys want to figure out how to put the liquid fertilizer in the tank or whatever it is, whatever you're spraying, you come over to your mass management in the EFB, and you've got seats, cargo, liquid, fuel and empty, and then you've got the slider here that can adjust, or you could do it manually. So you load into the aircraft. Now when I've done this previously, you don't actually spawn in with it in the tank for some reason. This doesn't actually do anything, so I'll show you how to do it within the aircraft. But anyway, let's save this, go back here. Did I make sure I got the right livery? I want the white one, official. Okay, cool. Save and yep. So we're gonna come over to New Zealand. I'm going to select Ardmore Aerodrome and about in the afternoon. As you can see, I've got track IR working, so I'll be able to properly look around the cockpit and walk around the aircraft. So here we are, next to the H125. Go ahead and take off these blade socks. Get the helicopter ready for an engine start. One of the cool features of this new game, just being able to open and interact with the aircraft. I did notice that this H125 has got the longer asymmetrical door compared to the Coinsim H125 from MSFS 2020. So that's the original AS350 door configuration for the pilot side, which I actually like. It's kind of quirky. But yeah, that's the normal. See how it's kind of... And then you've got the sliding door. Take off the pedo cover. And the one thing that bugs me about this is that you can't open this door. You only open it to get in. So you can't just have it open. Which is a little bit annoying because in the H125 Super Puma you can open all the doors, even the pilot door, and still press Shift C to get in. So yeah, if there's a way around this, if you guys know a way around this where you can have this door open. You can't even open this door as well. Bit of a shame. I mean, I don't think you can. Can I look all the way around? Oh, it's gonna do that. Okay. I need to reset my... Yeah, it's going to do that. Okay. Okay, let's do a startup procedure here. I'll show you how to change your... it's already in the menu. Anyway, if you go to aircraft and then you go flight performance, mass and balance, and then you go over to liquid, you can do the same as what you did in the main menu or enter it manually there. I'm just going to do half, that way we don't overload the aircraft. And then you can double check and verify that. If you've got your HUD down here, it should say you should have the tank volume there. Look, tanks, 48% there. Cool. Let's go to the checklists and we're done all that. So rotor brake. Let's check the rotor brake here. It's stowed. Check. Fuel shut off. Fuel shut off lever must be in the forward position. And fuel shut off open is in the what they would call the forward position. Twist grip should be in the idle position. We've got flight idle. Perfect. Engine starting selector. Actually, we can just look at that up here. There it is there. In the off position. Perfect. Battery. Turn that on. Check that. Instrument lighting system as required. We'll put our anti-collision lights on. And excuse me. Okay. Check. Pedals. Free travel of the pedals. Check. Heating system. We can leave that as is. That's pretty cool that that we can adjust these. I don't think they were adjustable in the Cohen Sim H125. Engine starting, fuel pumps on. Turn those on. Engine starting selector. So here we go. Actually, come up here. And I guess we're checking out H1 blades are spinning around 20%. Oh, there's a spike. What is that torque? I'm trying to think what that is. That's not. That's torque. Yeah, it's not. The torque's peaking, but it's not temperature. I guess temperature would show up if it was in the maximums. What do we got? Pitot heat generator. We'll turn our fuel pump off. Generator's on because we're above a certain RPM. Generator on, fuel pump off, engine starting selector. We need to. Yep, that's closed. Closed. Avionics on. And then all the accumulator and hydraulics tests. So, pretty handy having a checklist here, and really handy having these look at markers, especially for new aircraft that you're unfamiliar with. You can just click it and it takes you to wherever. Pretty cool. Okay, we are ready for takeoff. Actually, we need to go to flight. Oh, we are in flight. Okay. haven't sort of refined my sensitivity on my Extreme 3D Pro. It's a little bit weird. It's a bit twitchy. Yeah, this is definitely weird. Yeah, I kind of fumbled this landing. I'm not too sure what's going on with my yaw, my pedals, but they're it's something to do with this the input curve. And there's just a really weird point that you get in the turning of the z-axis, where it just kind of slingshots. It like just for some reason exaggerates, and I don't know if that's to do with the turbulence or what kind of behavioral characteristics that are now implemented in MSFS 2024, or whether it's just my joystick that I'm using. Yeah, I had to obviously figure this out, and then I'll get better once I get more acquainted with my adjusted settings. Now I have noticed the photogrammetry is actually better. Like, they've gone, especially in my area around Ardmore, it's definitely like an improvement. I know it's photogrammetry and it can't look all that well, especially up close, but like from the ground, from the air, it looks really, well, like way better than MSFS 2020. And of course we've got the effects of the grass now. We've got grass and downwash, that the wind that plays an effect on the grass. That's pretty cool. Okay, gonna leave the video here, guys. Just like to put a disclaimer out there that this is just a rough video. It's showing, it's pretty much me playing for the first time and discovering the new features like spraying or the new aircraft. Going to be working on those settings though. Definitely not happy with how well I can control the aircraft. It's very uncontrollable at the moment, and I don't know if it's my end or the Sims end, but I'm going to work through and get more acquainted with the and refining the settings. Definitely look forward to playing more of this game despite its setbacks. Next videos I will be covering the career mode. I want to get stuck straight into that so I can reach those rescue hoist missions and crop spraying missions and see what they have to offer. Yeah. Despite the setbacks, despite the crashes, despite the waiting queue times, despite the character behaviours of the helicopters, I know that with the devs of Sim Focus, with his update for the Bell 407, I know there will be some keen modders looking to improve the base game helicopters and possibly improve their flight characteristics and stuff like that. But at this stage I can't really tell whether it is the helicopter or whether it's just my settings at the moment. But more on that in the later video. As always, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers.